Bella. Welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. It is time! I cannot sing, so sorry for that. For the May genre for the Liberal Arts MAL of 2026. If you are new here and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I decided this year that I was going to do a make along. Uh, and I decided to combine two things that I love very, very much, crafting and reading. And I was going to put them together. So that's what I've done. Every month, at the beginning of the month, hopefully on the first of the month, I put out the video telling you what genre that we're going to be doing for the month. And then it's up to you to decide if you want to participate, to make a project of some sort, to go along with either the book that I'm doing, if you want to do it along with me, or a book in that genre. You do not have to do the same book that I'm doing. You do not have to read the book in that month if you're not able to, but it has to be a book that you've read in the past. But the project has to be started and completed before the end of that month. So, for example, I still have it sitting here. April was biography, autobiography, memoir, and I read the book Miss Dior, which is about Christian Dior's sister, and I made this. Oh, I made this plant, right? This crochet plant. I did a whole video on why I made it, so forth and so on, but I did crochet. There have been months that I haven't done crochet. I've done pottery. I've done different things. So it is not a crochet-along. It is a make-along. You can make anything. Anything that you would like to make that inspires, that you've been inspired by that book to make. It could be a character. It could be the setting. It could be an event. It could be something that someone says that reminds you of something that happened in your past or reminds you of a TV show. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, right? But when you send it to me, you have to send me the name of the book, a picture of your make, whatever it is, and why you decided to make that thing based on that book. So what was the inspiration? All three of those things have to be sent to me. If you don't send them to me in some form or fashion, you're not going to be entered because there is a giveaway each month, right? So each month there'll be something, a prize to win. And if you have been here from the very beginning, right, it's May, oh, the year's almost halfway over. If you've been here since January and you've been participating since January, there is the potential for a prize for everyone who's participated. There'll be a drawing. Not everyone who's participated will get a prize, but there'll be a drawing for those people that have participated all year. So I do have a book where I'm keeping a record of who's participated, what the prizes are, who's winning, each month, and whether or not the prize has been delivered, so forth and so on. That way I'm keeping record of everything in here. Okay? And then I also record my book. I record what project I made because I also think that this would be something fun to look back on. And I've also had people give me ideas for future things, like in conversations. I've been like, oh, that would be really cool. Oh, that would be really cool. Oh, what if we did that next year? So I'm hoping that we can continue this and maybe in a different way next year, or do an add-on or something like that, because I think, I don't know, I love reading. I read a whole lot. And I also love crafting, specifically crochet, but not only just crochet. So I think that it's really important to combine the things that you love as much as possible, right? Because you get even more joy. At least I do, right? So, when I do the prizes, okay, I'll announce, like right now, in this video, I'm going to tell you the genre, what the prize is, so forth and so on. You have from the day that the video comes out until the end of the month. So in April, you had until April 30th. May has 31 days. You'll have until the 31st of May. So when I put out the showcase video where I show you all the things that people have sent me, the books that they did, I show you their projects, so forth and so on. That's when I pick the winner, but it's not going to be, I'm not going to do it on April 30th, right? Because people have until the 30th to send me things. And I am in Europe. So people in the States, I try to give them their whole day to get the project done if they're working on it. So you have until like midnight Pacific time. I think that's what I've said in the past, to get it done. Oh, man. So that's why the showcase always comes out after the month is over, because I give until the last minute possible, but then I'm not going to rush, right? I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I got to hurry, hurry, hurry. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put that stress on myself. This is supposed to be fun. So I don't want to, do that, right? I want to give everybody their time, and then I want to I try to put it out by the 5th of the month of the following month, but it depends on if that falls on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. If it doesn't, because that's when I release my videos, it might be on the 4th, it might be on the 6th. It just depends, right? So, the other thing is how to submit, right? You can submit in one of three ways. You can post it in the community on YouTube. I do like people to post at least what book they're reading. So there have been a couple people that have posted like a picture of the book that they're reading just to kind of show what they're doing. And I feel bad. I should be doing that myself. I forget about all of the social media things sometimes. I'm really bad about posting on Instagram. I have an Instagram for my channel. And I know that you can set up posts like ahead of time. I don't. And I do have a Facebook page. I have a Facebook group, but I also have a Facebook page. And I don't post on the Facebook page as much as I should. I do post in the Facebook group, and other people post in there as well. But so you can post on the community tab. You can submit that way. You can post in the Facebook group, which is always linked in the description box. Or you can email me, which is also linked in the description box. But you have to email me those three things, right? You have to email me the name of the book. If you have a cover, a picture of the cover, even better. But if you don't, that's fine. So the name of the book, a picture of what you made, and how something in the book inspired you to make what you made, right? Those three things have to be included, whether you put it in the community tab, whether you put it in the Facebook group, whether you email it to me, whether you do all three, right? I mean, kudos to you if you do all three, but one of those three ways you need to send it in, right? And then I check those as regularly as possible and try to get everything in, because I do write down in order of when I see the entries, and then I do the random number generator to pick the winner, right? Okay, so this month, um, we're gonna go a little different. Uh, so this is kind of a niche genre, and I'm sorry to those of you who may not have ever even heard of this genre, but I like several things in this genre. I've read several kinds of books in this genre, and I think that I think it'll be good. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. I do always put a link, a Goodreads link. If you don't know the website Goodreads, it has lists of books. You can create an account and keep track of your own books. Like there's all kinds of things that you can do in Goodreads. Again, not sponsored or affiliated. I'm just telling you, it's an easy way to find a list of the kinds of books in specific genres. So, again, you do not have to use the book that I am using. If you want to and you want to read it along with me and you want to talk about it, that would be awesome. So far, nobody's taken me up on that, but it would be cool. And if you've read it in the past and you want to chat with me about it, we can do that too. But you do not have to do the book that I am doing. You have to do the genre of book. Okay? So I just want to make that clear because sometimes I get emails like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if the book, I'm going to order the book, it's going to come in time. I was like, oh, you don't have to order that book. Like, don't spend your money. Find a find a book you already have. Go to your TBR. That's what I'm doing. Or go to TBR is your to be read list if you don't if you don't know. Um, or uh, think of something you've read in the past. Like I'm not holding everyone to the same reading standard. It's mainly the make that is the big issue of start to finish because I don't want people submitting things that they've made in the past because that wouldn't be fair. Um, and you can choose to make a small project. Like you don't have to make a blanket every month, or you don't have to you don't have to do that. But um, you can choose to make something small, and it can be done within the month. But everybody reads differently, and not everybody has the time. Um, so I don't want to hold people to that. But anyway, so the genre for this month is magical realism. Okay? Um, if you don't know magical realism, there are elements of real life, right? That's the realism part. But then there are these magical parts that take place in the book, and they can show up in different ways depending on the author. So sometimes it can be like magic spells, sometimes it can be time travel, sometimes it can be um like these weird fate sort of situations. It really just depends on the author for how you can classify it as magical realism. And I am reading Julia Alvarez in The Time of Butterflies. Now, I have read How the Garcia Girls Lost Their Accent. I really love Julia Alvarez as an author. Um, but the back of the book, I'll just read it to you. It is November 25th, 1960, and three beautiful sisters have been found near their wrecked Jeep at the bottom of a 150-foot cliff on the north coast of the Dominican Republic. The official state newspaper reports their death as accidental. It does not mention that a fourth sister lives, nor does it explain that the sisters were among the leading opponents of General Rafael Leonidas Trujillo's dictatorship. It doesn't have to. Everybody knows of Las Mariposas, the butterflies. In this extraordinary novel, the voices of all four sisters, Minerva, Patria, Maria Teresa, and the survivor, Dede, speak across the decades to tell their own stories, from hair ribbons and secret crushes to gun running and prison torture, and to describe the everyday horrors of life under Trujillo's rule. Through the art and magic of Julia Alvarez's imagination, the martyred butterflies live again in this novel of courage, love, and the human cost of political oppression. So that is my book for this month. I have no idea what my project is going to be. I don't know until I get into the book, right? Sometimes things inspire me and I'm like, oh yeah, I have a pattern for that. Or I'm like, oh, I need to find something. Or, oh, I have a kit. Like I've had a couple of times, multiple times, different kits. I was like, oh, I have a kit for that. So I have done those things. But um, I think that it's cool that things can inspire you to do a craft of some sort, right? So I don't know what my project will be yet, but that's why I do the update video to let you know what I've made and show you. Sometimes I have to finish the book before I know what I'm gonna make, but then sometimes I'm reading and I'm like, oh, I could do that. So then I start making the project while I'm finishing the book. But this month, I think that it would be really cool if the prize was a book. So, I can do it from Amazon, or if you don't have Amazon US, because that's how I can get it to you. If you want to tell me the price of the book that you want, and I can PayPal you the money, but like a physical copy of just a regular book, not like a pattern book. We can work that out. It doesn't have to be in this genre. It'd be cool if it was. If this make-along inspired you to read more magical realism stories, but I think that would be a really good prize, since it is a reading and making make-along. Then you can get a book as the prize this month. And again, it does not have to be in this genre. It can be a book that you've wanted for a while. Just not like a first edition of something, right? So we're not going to do that. We're just going to do like, a regular paperback. But no more than 15 US dollars, please. So I'm just writing it down. That way I remember. It could be like if you are like an Audible person, or like a Kindle reader, like if you read ebooks or something, we could maybe work that out depending on what it was. Like if you wanted like an Amazon gift card or something, we can see. But if there's a book that you've had your eye on, if there's something that you were thinking about, you can definitely, that'd be a cool prize, I think. I mean, I would love a new book. I have a whole list of things that I want, but I have to be a good girl sometimes. So let me know what you think about the genre. Let me know if you've read anything like this before. Let me know if you think I'm absolutely crazy for this genre and you have no idea what you're going to do. Like I said, there will be a list, a Goodreads list, and you can go and pick something out. But I love this genre. I think it's super fun, and I can't wait to see what you're doing. So until I see you again, be well, be safe. Be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!